The Help, an article review. Many films present a painful reminder of the oppressions African Americans face even long after the Civil Rights Movement. Through the mission to entertain, these films depict blaxploitation traded for white heroism, but don't fully address the elephant in the room. Social injustice still exists and must be stopped entirely. One such film, aptly named The Help, gives rise to just how much help is still needed to end this oppression. Because filmmakers have the opportunity to captivate and inform an audience, many believe they should use such films to help end social injustice, offer more than the illusion that they care about the big picture and not just their little film. After reading several articles about the movie The Help, I found that many conclude the movie to show justice at work, but only for little benefit to the oppressed African American who suffers injustice. Contrarily, producers of films like this make out very well, as does the white heroine depicted in the film. One article refers to The Help as a feel-good movie that feels icky. Another calls it insidious human practices so wonderfully exposed. Yet a third referred to it as a well-intentioned but rather toothless metaphor for racial conciliation. Not one article could make claim that the movie coerces an end to similarly oppressive acts meted out today to right the wrongs done to African Americans. A particular article author, Adolph Reed, specifically notes this means of entertainment is clever. In these films, African Americans suffer great hardships, but with the assistance of a white humanitarian, a specific situation is remedied through fanfare. However, the realistic, violent, and sometimes deadly force African Americans endure in their effort to be freed from suffering entirely is not apparent. Reed believes these types of films could do so much more for the whole good of humanity. Reed does admit that such films bring public attention to social injustice, but that real change gets exchanged for economic gains. A disgraceful example of this was depicted in promotions for the film Beast of the Southern Wild. Potential viewers were asked to quote-unquote get involved when there was no socially progressive movement to get involved with. Several articles divulge a feel-good, feel-bad condition is the consensus reached from the film The Help. Particularly gross social ills are depicted against African Americans and are broadcast in such films as this. But so is the ability to end them, if white Americans would wholly engage towards that end, not just assist a single situation for intrinsic purposes. Instead, these films act as a perpetual form of white American privilege only relinquished when they so desire. He detests how the vicious nature in which this privilege is often exercised gets masked in these films in order to save face of the exerciser. According to the articles reviewed, it is apparent these films depict social ills that we should be ashamed of, and that many still exist. Therefore, these films should show some ways to rectify, not just objectify it. Provide more than entertainment, but a social contribution towards coercing change. Specific points were illustrated in these articles. Films have the power to reach and persuade the masses. Films like The Help should not only achieve monetary gains for the filmmaker, but also monumental growth for humanity. These film types should be brutally honest to show the true magnitude of social injustices. And humanity should not be achieved through band-aids to alleviate one group's pain, but through a cure to eliminate the root cause of social disease.